that, again, I think the people that are advocates for gain-of-function research do believe that by doing this research, they somehow get ahead of the curve. This is a societal decision. There should be a broad debate about whether this research is really necessary. And if so, we should decide how to do it safely and responsibly. I remind people, when I was CDC Director, one of the most difficult things I had to do as a 20-something-year Army vet was shut down Fort Detrick. It wasn't very popular. These people were my friends. I knew them. And if we are to go down that path, I would argue there's a few labs in the world that should be with multiple redundancy. In containment to do this. But I'm not convinced it's to an advantage, and this is why in the Wall Street Journal op-ed I strongly recommend that we have a moratorium on gain-of-function research, similar to what we had in the Obama administration.
Dr. Redfield, has gain-of-function created any life-saving vaccines or therapeutics to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge.
Has gain-of-function stopped a pandemic, in your opinion?
No, on the contrary, I think it probably caused the greatest pandemic our world has seen. Do
you find any tangible benefits to gain-of-function research at this time?
I personally don't, but I do want to stress, I think the men and women that support it, I also expressed as a clinical virologist that I felt it was not scientifically plausible that this virus went from a bat to humans and became one of the most infectious viruses that we have for humans. Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. Again, I've said this before, that this whole approach that was taken on February 1st, this was a narrative that was decided that they were going to say this came from the wet market, and they were going to do everything they could to support it, to negate any discussion about the possibility that this came from a laboratory. I didn't know I was excluded. I didn't know there was a February 1st conference call until the Freedom of Information came out with the emails, and I was quite upset.